close, just talking and whispering with the one microphone, as well as, well, basically, I'm going to be making sounds with this, which is not a camera lens, but actually a cup. You may have seen one of these before. I haven't really used it yet for anything, actually, so. But anyways, I thought that, it seemed like there were a lot of sounds that could be made with it. So, just kind of explore that while occasionally I'll get a little closer to the microphone and just whisper or do soft speaking or, ramble about whatever I end up talking about. So yeah. So anyways, it's pretty cool. I've seen a lot of people with the smaller ones, although this is modeled after a 70 to 200 millimeter telephoto lens. Even though it's a cup, it has all of the specs and stuff, and just, so that from a couple feet away, it actually looks like a lens. You can't really toggle the focus or the zoom. It's the only thing that would make it very interesting. You could end up with a very large cup. Already, I imagine this could probably hold, at least a half-liter of something, I would think. Although maybe just like a standard can of beer or soda, which would be about 355 milliliters, I believe. So just a little more than a third of a liter, which I don't know all the American volume measurements very well, but I think a liter is about like a quart, I believe. So yeah, so this probably have pretty similar volume. This is 473 milliliters, so just a little less than half of a liter. Probably fit it in there. So, anyways, when I see surfaces like this with like shiny metal, I often think of the possibility of ASMR triggers coming from that. usually just kind of do the exploration in the video because I don't have a lot of time otherwise to try and figure these things out. It's a little ringing sound that can, you can kind of get out of it. That I can hear. Kind of almost like when you run your finger under some water or in the wine, in a wine glass, and just rub it around the side of the glass, and it starts to resonate and make that ringing sound. Not that I expect that to happen right now or anything, but I don't know. It's an interesting sound, nonetheless. Yeah, even the buttons work on this, so it's pretty fucking cool. Well, some more easily than others. I don't know if anybody's ever gotten real life live ASMR from someone toggling buttons like that, but I mean, it's only because I'm not even sure if I can think of any time or any place that someone just toggles little buttons like that all day. You think of the just kind of in movies and stuff when there's always like a control room of a spaceship or even a real battleship or something. There's just like drone people flipping switches back and forth. cap on this for a second and see if the cap makes any interesting sounds. Turned up the volume, recording volume that is, just a bit. For some reason, it doesn't seem as sensitive as it should be. I'm not sure why. A little bit of ear-to-ear stuff that I can do with this mic, or this recorder, I guess. Can even figure out what kind of settings you want. We want an object that is closer to, I guess this can only focus at 1.4 meters. Wow. I'm like a foot from the camera right now, so that's not going to be, well, it wouldn't focus if this was a real lens, I guess. Put it to manual focus and put the stabilizer off, and probably want to put it on, and the mode switch is it's just kind of sitting in there. Really conceal alcohol in this kind of a plain sight flask too, if you were a photographer or something, and maybe you were going somewhere to do a job or something, you could just throw this in here. I mean, it's at least the same believability of like a rubber gun or something like that. I don't know. I imagine it insulates very well. If you want to keep something cold or hot, probably without burning you, I think it would do a good job of that. But yeah. I don't know. autofocus back on. Alright. I'm also kind of surprised that the bottom doesn't also unscrew in the manner of a lens. Just, I don't know. I think that would be really cool. I mean, you'd probably fuck up and spill shit on yourself almost inevitably, but I don't know, I think that would be cool. Also, if the top actually came off the way a lens cap does, just pinching this and pulling it off, I think that would be really cool too. But alas, it doesn't do that. All things considered, though, it is very convincing, superficially, that is. So, after I figure out if you can put these in the dishwasher, then I'm going to start using it. I'll probably, fuck around and try to trick people who don't already know what these are, if possible. Because a lot of my friends already have these. I don't know if I would bring this around into public a lot, though. But, it's a fun thing to have in your house and stuff. It's fun for me. I'll probably do a couple more sounds and then got shit to do, so. Places to be able to see. Kinda sounds like somebody trying to start a lawnmower. Well, alright. See you around.